Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nomi Factory GTCEu hard mode. Alright, so here we are today, episode 19. Last episode we had got into the atomic reconstructor, trying to get some AE2 preparation going, what with the charger over there. And I did find that the pure crystals had grown by the time I had logged in today, so that's pretty great. Also, I had made some circuits for crafting some machines today. Got some machine holes. And speaking of which, I pre-crafted a advanced extractor. So the extractor, excuse me, sorry about that. The extractor is going to be useful for MV because I want to get a tree farming station made up. Now all of that looks pretty simple. Oh, am I going to need a single circuit there? Anyway, so what I need to do is I need to make these vibrant crystals and the pulsating crystals. Now, the pulsating crystal itself doesn't require MV, but the vibrant crystal does. So if I come over here, go to the extractor, you'll see ingot MV. So I want to get that. I got that prepared for today. And then the autoclave, of course, part of it doesn't need to be MV, which is great. So I'll get a tank popped over here into the autoclave. I'll have to get rid of that or something. And yeah. Additionally, I also began to prepare a room for the tree farm. So I need to make of course, the farming machine, but it's going to probably be put, above the dirt block here. And down here, we'll have a means of preparing tools to be fed back into the system. Now that we have EnderIO conduits, we won't have to worry about the complicatedness of pulling items in and out of spaces with the GT pipes. We'll get more on that later. Also got the extruder here. So I have the shape. We took care of that before, I believe. But I also went ahead and made some polyvinyl chloride bars, or polyethylene bars, sorry. Where did I put them? Oh, they're over here apparently. Okay, so here we are. We had the polyethylene bars. Now I made these because I want to get super tanks. And with the super tank, we can hold again 4,000 buckets of a fluid. And that'll be helpful for getting more oil from the refineries or from the pumps, or storing a large amount of oxygen or hydrogen, whatever the case may be. I'll put that away for now. Okay, so we got a work ahead of us. So if I wanted to get into the wafers, I made that buell a while ago. However, I can't make the wafer without an MV cutter, right? And to get an MV cutting machine, I'm going to need to make vanadium steel. Vanadium steel is presently locked behind I believe the mixer. Yeah, the mixer. There will not be more mixer quests above this one. Remember, this is when making. Okay, so yeah, the mixer is required for making vanadium steel and stainless steel, and that quest is requiring chrome, which is right here. Okay, so we'll get the MV electrolyzer going. We'll get to here, and we need to do this quest too. Salt ammonia hydrochloric acid for the multi-step processing of vanadium magnetite ore into VTOS5. VTO5, there we go. Okay, so yeah, there's that ammonia chain going on again. Okay, so we're going to need to get vanadium magnetite and salt to make that. That shouldn't be too hard. Oh yeah, look at that. The iron 3 chloride. That's part of that quest that we've been trying to take care of. And then the ammonia chloride. We need a chemical reactor to mix hydrochloric acid. We have some of this. I think I need the super tank to move acids. So that would come in handy there. And the ammonia. And the ammonia... Oh, shoot. What was the ammonia? I think it was coal gas? Or no, distillery. All right, we made coal gas, and that's how we're gonna get our ammonia. Okay, anyway, I'm probably gonna think myself into a corner there. Let's just get it going with what we have ahead of us. Oh, there's a quest I missed. Let's see here. There are additional set of superconductors, one for each tier, which are the CEU default superconductors. Their advantage is their higher amperage rating, reaching the hundreds of amps for higher tier 16 wires. They are also used in crafting field generators. Max amperage 2. Max amperage 8. Oh yeah, look at that. Twice as much amperage. Okay. Superconductor wires also won't kill you. Yeah, okay. So that's the thing I might have to look into at some point. Manganese phosphide. That looks like dust, which comes from phosphorus and manganese. Okay. Pretty simple there. Anyway, back to what I was doing. The electrolyzer. I don't think I got everything for this ready, besides the... oh, darn it. Besides the circuitry. So let's go ahead and just do this on camera then, shall we? And then we need 2 silver. All right. Just gotta... Oh, this is gonna be done in a second. Easy. Put that through the wire mill, and we needed the 4 wires. Right, okay. Did I do anything else off camera while I was away? I did change up the conduits here, or the pipes of conduits there. So there's something. Okay. So I think we can make that now. Excuse me. Electrolyzer. Boom, boom. All right. So the electrolyzer is going to come in handy for quite a few purposes. So in the MV sense. So that's good that we have that now. Speaking of, I've been making some... Oh, look at all these quests. I've been making some ruby off camera. Because the ruby, we're going to want to turn into chrome. Alright, so we have the ruby here. We come over here, dump that in there, turn the sound off, and we wait. And there we go, chrome dust, oxygen, and aluminium. So for the chrome, we need to mix that with vanadium dust and steel dust to make our vanadium steel. And the vanadium steel will go into the blast furnace to make our ingots. And then... Oh, right, what do we need the vanadium steel again for? Oh yeah, the cutting machine. Right. Okay. And I'll probably get a super tank built here at some point to store the oxygen. Oh, there's a chrome quest. Okay, so... Some vanadium and steel dust. Can I know I have a bunch of vanadium steel. Where's the... Okay, so if I were to just smelt this, I would get vanadium magnetite dust. I might have to ore process this. That might be what I need to do. So if I did the washing. Wait, what? Hold on, what? Vanadium dust? Vanadium gallium. Vanadium pentoxide. No, okay. Vanadium. Second here. Mixer. So vanadium dust. It looks like it's a byproduct of just ore processing. So hold on. Vanadium steel, if I pulverize that, there's a chance of magnetite and a chance of stone dust. Then if I maybe thermal centrifuge it. Okay, give me a second. I'm trying to figure things out here. Okay, I'm back. I think I know what to do. So I think we're just gonna have to start making vanadium pentoxide. And by processing that in an electrolyzer, I get vanadium dust. I might be wrong on this, but if you guys have a better idea on the process, do let me know. Okay, so I want to get the ammonium metavadante. Okay, so yeah, so vanadium magnetite dust. I do need to smelt some of the ore and get some salt. And yeah, so let's go about doing that. So that will go there. I should have some salt somewhere. Oops. Salt. Can I process this rock salt? No, that won't become salt itself. Is there any salt ore? I got some. Okay, how can I... Okay, I can just pulverize that. Okay. Oh, it's taking care of some ruby right now. Okay, I'll come back to that. Let me just put this away for the time being. I should have some salt around here somewhere, right? Oh, it's over here. No, that's not what I want. Okay. I might need to pause and come back when I've processed some of this stuff, but we'll see. Hold on. Need some more oxygen. What is does there need to be a... Okay, doesn't matter too much. But I will need some more oxygen. Oh, I have some more salt rocks over there. Let's see here. I thought I had some glass dust around here somewhere. Okay, well, guess not. Oh, stupid phone. Go ahead and get me some glass dust. If I'm not wrong. Okay, I was wrong. You put that in there. Take that out for now. I probably have some oxygen floating around somewhere that I could borrow. Okay, there we go. So it looks like that's smelting now. I will be needing... Damn it. I will be needing some more oxygen. That doesn't seem to be draining too badly. So that's some good news. All right, so there's some sodium meta something dust. I'm never going to be able to say that name. All right, so this now... Wait, what? Hold on, did I miss anything here? Sodium or pentoxide, ammonia. Oh gosh, dang it! I made the wrong thing. Or did I? Oh, so I need the so the ammonium dust comes from the sodium and the ammonium dust. Okay, so for that, ammonia and hydrochloric acid. Okay, I think we should get that super tank then. Excuse me. Oh boy, I think this might need some making. So you know what? I might cut here. Come back when I've crafted the super tank. Unless... Okay, yeah. I'll come back in a second when I made that tank, because I think I'm going to need it. But before I do that... So make sure... Okay, so we seem to be a basic chemical reactor. Okay, I will be back in a bit. Hey everybody, I'm back. Okay, so I had a little bit of a phone call, so I had to take that phone call. And in the process, I kind of got ahead of myself and started processing all the materials that I needed. So I made the ammonium. Let's go back to that real quick. So I made the vanadium pentoxide that I needed. Remember, that is a combination of ammonium chloride and that. And so I did that, processed the pentoxide, and got some vanadium dust. And then I combined that into a MV mixer that I made. Got the Vanadium Steel. And then I just turned that into some ingots. And from there, I made the cutting machine for MV. As you can see here, there's the mixer right there. And the cutting machine. And so I went and popped the wafers. I already did the screenshot. Popped the wafer, the buell into the machine with some water, and now we have wafers. So let's see here. Fluid rig, we still need to get to that quest. Sulfuric acid is now unlocked. Sulfuric acid is mainly produced in 3-step process. Sulfur added. Let's see. Sulfur reactor. Yeah, so the sulfur dioxide. Oh yeah, and that pentoxide. Oh, no shit. Does not get consumed. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Okay. So the dioxide again comes from... Well, that's a good way to do it. I think. Blast furnace? I mean, yeah, oxygen, sulfur dust. That's typically pretty gettable. Okay, anyway, what else to cover here? Navigating petrochem. Brewery. Eventually want to get ethanol. Oh, we have that quest done at least. Oh, the engraver. That's one thing I want to get going. That's going to require a little bit of a setup there. Some pistons, emitter. Let's see, what else was there? There's a chemical reactor quest. In terms of the AE2, we can now make this. We can also make the energy acceptor. Oh yeah, by the way, I did go ahead and turn off channels just because I don't really feel like dealing with planning everything out channel-wise. I'm too spoiled by the base Nomi factory to deal with that. So now that we have the wafers, we do want to get the engraver so that we can start making the better circuits. So I guess, yeah, I might as well try and get a engraver going. I don't know why those got put there, but oh well. Oh, I do have the super tank. engraver. And I do have the 3 circuits, so that's a good portion of that rabbitry taken care of. That doesn't look to be too crazy. I could probably do a lot of this on camera. I do have a shit ton of copper nickel wires. So I'll just go ahead and grab some of that and put away. I do have some sodium on me. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some wires, or cables rather in this case. One of those. Some aluminium. Gold, silver, and a steel ingot. Okay, let's go ahead and get to making this. So we need steel and we need to smelt. It might be beneficial to get some medium voltage machinery going here as far as lathe, alloy smelter, wire mill, compressor. Probably something I'll probably get to doing off camera and come back and show you guys in a new episode. But I'm totally getting like off track here. I do want to get that farming station, and now that we can smelt the vibrant alloy, we could probably get to that. There's not too much craziness in the way here. We do need a simple chassis, which we need to get grains infinity. So we need a shear. I might get to that quest then in the next episode. We'll see how long it takes me to get these components together. So 2, 3, 4. Because as I probably mentioned before, I do want to get a tree farm for the sense that we can make byproducts to get A, fuel, and B, benzene, as well as being able to distill the wood byproducts into other stuff that we'll be needing. There's just so much going on. I'm gonna have to like start writing things down and say, okay, I need to do this to get that and that to get this. Of course, once we get automation going, it won't be as big a deal to deal with. I hope. I think 2 of those. Okay, and we need 6 plates, and while that crafts, we could probably make the emitter now, I think. No. Laser engraver. Boom, boom. Okay, there's that. And just need the plates. Oh, just need the plate. There we go. And the pistons. Boom, boom. Okay, that looks to be good to make. Hey, awesome. Laser engraver. You know what? I'll probably make this the episode title or video. Thumbnail. Okay, I need to fix the ground here, but that is made now. So we're gonna need lenses, and the did I mute my speakers? I did. I muted my outbound into my headset, not the video itself. But I do need a ruby lens here. You need a variety of lenses for use in the engraver, all of which are made in the lathe. Initially, you'll need a ruby lens. Soon you'll need diamond, emerald, topaz, and sapphire. You can choose to use an MV lathe to get a lens from a plate, or sift for an exquisite gem and use an LV lathe. Okay, so I don't know if I have any ruby gems. I think I started to put stuff in the sifter, but let me just check here. Okay, I must have moved them. Did I make, no, okay, there's no way I made that lens. How bad is an MV lathe to make? Okay, it doesn't look too bad. So the ruby lens, if I did the MV route, oh, that's not it, would just need a plate. And the ruby plate would need to be cut from a block. And I would still need ruby gems in that case. Which I only have... Oh, wait. Can you make ruby simply? Okay, well, you can smelt the ore. Or you can sift it. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna need an MV lathe probably anyway. So, might be good to just start working on that. And we'll just hope that the sifter comes through. Okay, so I need a diamond, and I need aluminum, and I need a steel ingot. Okay. Back to what I was doing before. Much the same process. Oh god, I really cannot wait for automation on this front. But I still think we're going to need quite a bit of time before the automation really kicks in. Because, yeah, we're going to need drives, we're going to need, well, we also need the engineering presses from AE2, which we're probably going to have to go and just find meteors in the world. Okay, so that. Okay. Boom, boom. And we'll get plates. And we need that. Okay. Lathe. Bada boom. All right. I think I pretty much smelted all of my ruby. So yeah. Okay. Unless there's some spare ruby ore. Okay, I doubt it. Let's see if this sifter came through with a ruby gem. Okay, we got 3 here. Also got a flawless ruby. So, am I going to be able to do anything in that with that? No, I guess the ruby lens requires... Oh, an exquisite ruby. Oh, okay. This is, I've seen a few more here. I also have the cutting machine over there. Go ahead and go ahead and pop this onto the wire. And is that going to be neat? Okay, no, we're good. Let me do this. I'm going to cut here. I'll come back when I get the ruby lens. And we'll go over to the engraver and make our first circuit. All right, back in a bit. And we're back. All right, so I ended up making both a ruby lens in the lathe here, but also in the LV lathe. That one finished first. So I have this now. We're gonna pop that in there, and we're gonna mute that. So now with the ruby lens and the engraver, we're gonna be able to get a integrated logic circuit wafer. And with that, we put that into the cutting machine and we're going to get integrated circuits. And with that, we can start making the LVTR circuits. So that's going to be a matter of resistors, the circuit there, 10 bolts, fine copper wire course, diode. What's this? Oh, that's for the HVTR circuit. Yeah, okay. But with the new circuits, that will make a lot of things simpler, I would imagine. Wait, what did I? Yeah, batch crafting these boys. Yeah, good point there. Oh, okay. We need to cut the wafer for the quest. Pop that in there, and that's gonna take about a minute and a half. That's a bit of a bummer. The MV assembly machine, we can craft a few parts for the next circuit tier. Yeah, that's a bit ahead of us right now. And as this quest, sodium potassium is an alloy of, take a guess. It's used in the construction of HV and above. Yeah, we're not there yet. I had made a octadic capacitor, and it's a shame they didn't get picked up there. Okay. So right now, I guess I'm focusing more on these circuits. And AE2 for another matter. Oh, shoot. I just looked over the time. We are needing to stop here. If I can just wait 30 more seconds, we'll have our first wafer or circuit, cut circuit. And I'll probably be trying to make a lot more of these circuits. In fact, circuit. Where is the basic circuit? Something like, you know what? I'll take care of that later. It's going to take a bit of time. All right, there we go. Okay, that has been an episode. I do apologize if these episodes are kind of all over the place. There's just a lot of stuff that I need to take care of, infrastructure to get set up. This whole playthrough has been really different in terms of what I'm used to, so I'm learning along the way. In any case, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like or comment down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.